And welcome back to Subculture on centralcoastradio.com. Well, now I want to talk to you about a brand new theatre production that is on in Melbourne at the moment. It is called Bleached, and it is from a writer named Laura Collins, who at the moment in her career is taking a look at the climate crisis, and that is what Bleached explores as well. Basically, the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every country is having its own lockdown, and we're heading into a time when those borders will be locked down for an indefinite amount of time. At the same time, the world's climate has been absolutely devastated, and bleaching is happening. So different colors are disappearing as time goes on. Basically, Bleached, which is directed by Ruby Rees, takes a look at a group of people who decide that they are going to travel for one last time. Now, they are very, very different people. There is Nima, played by Lanzi Feng, who's kind of a very open kind of spirit, and it feels like she has an insight into what is happening and what is going to happen. Then there's Annika, played by Megan Mitchell, who was a marine biologist. Of course, her job's not needed anymore because basically everything has been destroyed. And there's her partner, Gab, played by Anthony Pontonio, who wants to travel, but also wants to try and do good for the world, like clean up a river and stuff like that. Then there's Hen, played by Madeline McGee Carr, who decides to take off and explore the world, leaving behind her partner Santa, played by Eva Rees, and in doing so meets a new partner called Bodhi, also played by Eva Rees. Now, Bleached is a kind of interesting production because if you get what is happening with the storyline, you'll be fine. But I was speaking to some people after the performance that I saw, and there were some people who were generally confused about what had just happened or what they had just seen. Now, for me, I felt that I followed the storyline, what was happening. There was a few moments when I was a little confused who was who, but I kind of got around that by the end of the production. I thought there were some really thought-provoking moments throughout this production as well. There was moments when I found myself thinking, what would I do if I was in this situation? Like if I wasn't able to travel anymore, what would I do? Where would I want to go? For me, I think the character that I kind of related to the most, or I think a lot of people are going to find this with this production, there'll be one character that they'll relate to the most, and that'll be the character that they kind of follow the journey of. For me, it was Annika. I kind of felt that I would have Annika's view at this time of the world kind of almost ending, in a sense, in that I would want to travel, but I'd kind of want to be selfish almost and travel for me rather than going out and helping people and stuff like that. So I think that is one of the keys to this production, is finding one of the characters and thinking that's the character that I'm going to follow on this journey. The set is kind of amazing. You realize once the story starts going on that the set's pretty much been bleached. It's white. There's not much else going on there. So I think that is something that you'll definitely find, that the set enhances what is happening. There are a lot of really stark moments in this as well, where a scene will suddenly end with like a flash of light and a stark noise kind of thing. And I think that adds to this kind of bleakness that's happening with this world. I really do feel that the director, Ruby Rees, has brought her touch to this, and it's really, really helped. Performance-wise, the acting is absolutely amazing. There's moments of true emotion on stage, and I think that's really going to blow you away, and that draws you in as well. Even though there's a few confusing moments in the production, I think it's those acting performances that really draw you in and and make you understand what is going on. Like, you kind of feel like you're getting an education when you watch this production. That is how well it is written and performed. I think there are some ways this could have been improved. Like, one of the issues that happened at the performance that I was at was the stage went dark and the audience started to clap thinking that the production was finished. It wasn't finished. There was still more to come. So there's little things like that. I think perhaps there needs to be times when things are made a little bit clearer as well in the storyline with various characters, and that will probably stop people like the people around me last night that were feeling a little bit confused. But for me, I found it was fine. I followed what was happening. But yeah, there are always little things that can be improved with every production. But yeah, I thought it was pretty minor. But yeah, if you don't mind your theatre a little bit alternative, then definitely go and check out Bleached. We'll have the dates up on our website, subcultureentertainment.com, because there are different dates and different theatres being used. So we'll put those dates up on subcultureentertainment.com. You're listening to centralcoastradio.com. You're listening to Subculture, and we'll be back in just a moment.